Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a reading today, and this one is called Destined Encounters, the Hidden Mysteries of Your Connection. So this is obviously going to be about a special soul connection that you feel with another person, and this could be somebody that you are either currently in contact with, maybe no longer speaking to, you've had a falling out or a challenge with them. I just want you guys to take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. We're going to do some of this reading here on this channel, and then we're going to go deeper into the messages over on the extended. So I will put that link down below in the description box on how you guys can access that video, as well as all the decks I'll be using here today, which are created by myself, and this beautiful organite, which is called the Winter Wonderland Pyramid, created by Michelle from Belle's Wing and Bell. So let's go ahead and jump right into the messages, you guys. We're going to take a look and see what is a snapshot of your first encounter with this person. So let's go ahead and get the energies that were present when you and this person originally came together and met. This is called My Love Never Dies Oracle. Let's take a look. Was the energy present when you and this person first encountered each other? Okay. Ooh, we have supernatural. This love defies explanation. So there's definitely some sort of electricity in the air. You can see this. There was something about it that just seemed very mysterious, very magical. You guys both felt it. It was present. It was kind of like the tension could be cut in the air. There could have been so much charged up energy and chemistry. This could have been so powerful that you could not stop yourselves, in some sort of department. So all of these elements were here. So let's now go into my erotic activations oracle and see what else was present when the two of you first encountered each other. Let's look at this. Okay, we have seduction. You are a masterpiece. So it could be that this was an energy here that someone just could not say no to. It was, maybe somebody felt like they were under someone's spell. I'm getting that. Just could not say no. Almost just, it was like a moth to a flame type of situation. All right, let's go into my Divine Masculine Tarot. And see what else is going on. For some reason the cards are just like flying everywhere. Let me just put this back here. All right, let me grab what dropped. Okay, we have, what else do we need to know here? Ooh, tell me your fantasy, Page of Cups. We have Pisces energy coming through here. So you could have met this person during Pisces season. You could be dealing with the Pisces. Maybe you're Pisces yourself. But Pisces energy is Neptune. Fantasy all the way, very dreamy. Your head's in the freaking clouds. This whole supernatural thing. The vibe is here. But the whole tell me your fantasy, the pages are like children, they get very excited. They wear their heart on their sleeve. Maybe this is also someone or a situation where you guys didn't have a lot of experience in this department. Maybe somebody was showing someone something, somebody was the leader and the other, more like dominant, and the other one was more submissive or something like that. So that energy was there too. But Page of Cups is about conversation as well, and really just opening up from a heart space and sharing a lot, sharing your dreams and sharing your fantasies and sharing just what you're feeling and thinking at the time. So I feel like it's not only a physical chemistry that was there, but it was also a lot of emotional, mental chemistry too. So I feel like this really came in like a whirlwind for both you and your person and just kind of swept you away and definitely got caught up in the moment, that's for sure. So let's take a look and see what else was present when the two of you first encountered each other. All of my excuses were just lies. Casualty. Interesting. Okay. So this particular energy could be an indication that someone made a lot of excuses, and maybe they were trying to lie to themselves or lie to you. Maybe they didn't want to disappoint you. Maybe they were really afraid, kind of like this inexperienced page, to just be completely open. Because the Page of Cups is kind of just coming through with a little bit of a crumb, but they're not like the King or the Queen of Swords that's just laying it all out whole wholeheartedly. There might be some hesitation. There might be this, childish energy where we're a little afraid. Because on the bottom of the deck, I do have the King of Cups. I want to tell you how I feel, but this is kind of somebody who wants you to see them in a certain way. So maybe you were a casualty of this person not being able to fully be honest with you in some way. Maybe they were wanting to give you a fantasy version of themselves, because maybe the real version of who they were was not going to be somebody that you would want. So I almost feel like someone kind of hid who they really were because they didn't feel comfortable, or they didn't want to disappoint you, or they just really wanted to live in the moment with you, but maybe they knew deep down that they could not handle this, or that they were not ready or available. So please just take what resonates for you. So if you were a casualty to this person's lies, or you were a casualty in some way, in the situation, the reason why is because someone was inexperienced, or somebody was just childlike or childish and really wasn't ready for this kind of connection. But boy, oh boy, did they get caught up in the energy and the seduction and all the chemistry when you guys first encountered each other. All right, let's see what else. You are a masterpiece in the Page of Cups, artist energy here to me too. If some of you guys met someone, maybe you guys were both in the creative industry, or they were creative or you were creative, songwriting, painting. This is a body here, masterpiece, sculptor, something like that. But this energy was present too. Your confidence is magnetic, sexy. So sexy and seductive. I feel like your person really was caught up in, your very magnetic, very confident energy. It was very sexy to them. They couldn't resist it. I do feel like the person that you were dealing with was more of the child, and you were more of the adult, and they were very drawn to that energy. They were very drawn by your strength. They were very attracted to it. So kind of drew them like a moth to the flame is what I'm getting here. Okay, let's see what else. We have the Hierophant, ready to take the next step with you. Okay, so the Hierophant here is all about commitment, you guys. Maybe you and this person did come together and you had a commitment. You took the next steps to a commitment together, okay? But I feel like there was something that happened here. There was some sort of a lie, something what this person did not tell you about. Maybe you found out about it later. You may have found out also too with the Hierophant that maybe you guys did not actually have the same values, but this person made you believe that you guys were on the same page when in fact you were not on the same page in some way. So that's very interesting. I almost feel like this person just could not handle you in the end. It was too much. It was too much commitment, and they knew that that's what you wanted. And like the page, they became afraid and maybe slipped away or pulled away. Yep, I'm telling you this person was very hypnotized by you. They were hypnotized, first of all, by your beauty, okay? But it wasn't just, the outside. It was also the inside. So I still dream of the lips I once kissed. Once you guys kissed, I feel like it was a dream. That was the supernatural feeling. That was the magnet, the magic. That was the explosion. That was the fireworks right there. It was something that neither one of you probably had experienced with another person on this planet. So it made it very, very powerful, when you guys came together and your lips met. It's like I'm under your spell now. Okay, we have content. And there was a period of time where somebody was very content to just be with you. But I do feel like something was happening here. The Page of Cups was not quite the King of Cups. And I feel like that's the person that you were dealing with. They weren't quite there. I feel like you were content. You were ready to take the next level with this person. But the Page of Cups was still kind of playing. They're still trying to figure out who they were at that time, is what I'm picking up on. Okay, we have Judgment. So this is Pluto's energy. Pluto is all about death and transformation, also about endings as well. Taking responsibility for my past actions. I just feel like this person was not done with their past, is what I'm getting here. Either you weren't or they weren't, but the past came back to bite someone. It's very karmic. There's some sort of a karmic partner, karmic lesson still playing out. And that's what created this person to not be fully available for you. I feel like they still had a lot of growing to do. They still had a lot of healing to do. So even though the chemistry and everything was amazing and everything was there, and, everything was awesome, it's just like there was this missing piece. There was this element that was still unfinished, I feel, on their end. Now, it could have been on your end as well, but somebody was not fully able to show up for this situation. But it sure was dreamy. It sure was, a lot of fantasy. It sure was in the clouds, though. A lot of magical energy here. And then we have immortal. Our love is a timeless chamber. So what I'm getting here, you guys, is even if you and this person separated, it doesn't matter. It's timeless. It's a timeless connection, meaning that you guys are still either in love with each other, even if you're not together, or even with other people. It's a love that never dies. Hence the title of this deck, Love Never Dies. And so that's just what I'm getting here with you and your person. We have confessions. Tell me your secrets. A lot of communication here. Somebody could have really confessed a lot. I'm almost getting, though, that your person may have shared some things with you, but what ended up happening, because they were the page, they were not adult enough to be able to handle you knowing their deepest, darkest self. So they may have become ashamed. They may have wanted to run away from you. They may have even thought to themselves, what's wrong with you that you would that you could love someone like me? What's wrong with you that you know this about me and yet you're not running away? So I feel like this person had a lot of shadow work to do, and they were not comfortable with themselves, so they may have ran away from you, is what I'm getting here. You may have also really opened up to this person because you were ready to go deep, and it could be that scared the hell out of them. It's like they wanted it at first, but then they became afraid later. King of Wands. Yeah, your person had a lot of growing to do. This is Leo's energy. They had a lot of growing to do still, and they needed to find who they were in the world. This person was not done growing. I mean, are we ever? No. But this person certainly was not ready, I don't feel. They're not showing up as the King of Cups in the past. They're very much on fire. They're very much about their ego and their purpose in this life, which is, great. But I just feel like that's what was driving them at that time, is having a lot of experiences and maybe not wanting to settle down, or feeling like they were going to miss out on something if maybe they settled down with you. So it wasn't that there wasn't a great chemistry and connection here, but I just feel like this person was not ready at the time, and they may have lied to you and hurt you, and you were a casualty of this person's past, their unfinished business, their karma, or just the lack of shadow work that they still needed to do. So that's what we have. Let's go ahead and take a look and see, how did meeting you, so the person watching this video, how did meeting you impact them at the time? Let's look at this energy. Okay. How did meeting you impact them at the time? So we're going to go into one of my newest decks, and it's not quite available yet. It literally should be available within a day or two, I'm hoping. Maybe it's the holiday that's the holdup, but I'll put that link down below where you guys can check it out. But this is the Winter Wonderland Oracle, and it's actually, this pyramid was created to go with this deck. All right. How did meeting you impact your person at the time? Ooh, okay, we have haze, uncertain times. So what's interesting to me is that when your person met you, their life was very uncertain. Okay, they were kind of in a haze when you came in. So, I mean, you could have cleared some things up. Maybe if they were sad or depressed or just kind of bored, it's like you came in and you really cleared some stuff up. But I feel like they were very uncertain still. They just still weren't clear enough to be able to, deal with your situation properly. So let's go ahead and go into my Divine Love Inspiration counterpart messages. Okay, so how did meeting you impact them at the time? I feel like you did bring this person some clarity, but I feel like it wasn't enough because it's not your job to clear things up for this person. It's their job to clear it up. But you did bring some sort of clarity to them. You deserve nothing but the best. Okay, this is kind of interesting. I feel like your person, and this is not don't take this as a hit on your ego. This person probably was still uncertain on whether or not you were what they were looking for. All the elements were there, yes. As far as the chemistry, the attraction, everything was there. It was just, very magical, very fantastical. But the thing is, when it came to maybe settling down and all that other stuff, I feel like this person did not want to settle down. They were uncertain where they were at. They were uncertain where they were going. They were still trying to figure out who they were. King of Wands, finding their purpose. They didn't want to settle at that time. They didn't want to settle down. So they may have thought that the grass would be greener elsewhere, or they just were not ready. So how you impacted this person is you actually impacted them to get serious or to get some clarity about where they were going and what they wanted. Okay? So let's go ahead and go into my Connections of the Modern World Tarot and see what else. How else did you impact this person? I also feel that if you didn't settle for their bullshit, you didn't settle for their crumbs, okay? And you pulled your energy away from this individual, it could have created a lot of uncertainty for them. Maybe they're used to people just kind of dealing with their crumbs, taking their crumbs and just settling for them. Maybe you were the first person that said, I'm not going to settle for this. I actually deserve more. This could have actually created a very, like a lot of confusion and a lot of deep reflection when you pulled away from this person, if that's your story. Oh, yeah. Okay, interesting. I'm going to go with that message right now, but then I'm going to go into another one. I feel if you pulled away from this person, okay, and you weren't going to deal with their breadcrumbing you and just kind of giving you the bare minimum just to kind of stay in their life, because this individual might be used to those kinds of people where it's like they have a lot of casual encounters and a lot of casual connections, but they're not really committing to anyone. You may have not wanted to be a part of that posse. You may have not wanted to be a part of that that situation for this person. So you were that one that cut that off and made this decision to say, I'm not settling for this. And what it did is it confused this person. It put them into a situation where they really had to kind of reflect and take a deep look at themselves and figure out, is what I'm wanting or expecting, is that satisfactory? So you made them question themselves, okay? And provided some sort of a karmic lesson for this individual. But I do feel like this person, again, even if that's not the case, or maybe it was the case, they still had a karmic situation or lesson going on. And that's what created this uncertainty in their life. They were not done. They were not done with another situation. They were not done with their past. They were trying to, and we did already see that, trying to take responsibility for their past actions. So I feel like your person was still involved elsewhere. Even if they weren't physically involved, they were still mentally or emotionally invested somewhere else, whether it was a trauma or they weren't over something. They were still hung up on something. And so maybe they just felt like because that wasn't settled, they couldn't really move forward with you. So how you impacted them is to make a decision. And I feel like the decision that they may have made is to, I hate to say it like this, but to kind of cut ties with you so that way they could settle their business elsewhere. And maybe you were not there when they decided to come back, if that's the story. It's interesting. All right, let's see what else. Oh, look at that. A second chance. Okay, I feel like you, whether or not you ever took this person back, let's just say you didn't. Let's just say they never came back or you guys never had an opportunity to have a second chance. What I'm going to say is that the way that you impacted this person is that you're the one that got away. That's what I'm getting here. You're the one that got away from them because they obviously weren't ready or they screwed it up. So you're the one that got away, and that's how you've impacted this person. They kind of wonder whether or not, had they just maybe been ready or didn't, screw this up, what would have happened between the two of you. So how you've impacted them is you've created this unfinished business within your connection. You're everything I hoped to be. Way shower. I do feel like some of you guys did basically tell this individual, I'm not going to deal with this, or I'm going to say no to this. I'm not going to open myself back up to this connection because you're not ready. Some of you did have to lay down the law with this individual and tell them no. And I do feel like it impacted this person in a pretty significant way, actually, They got some sort of karma. Maybe they're making different decisions. You actually inspire this person because it says you're everything I hope to be. So you inspire them to want to be a better version of themselves. So this is really fantastic, you guys. You're actually a way shower for this individual. You show them how things are going to be, and you show them by the actions that you take, or by the words that you mean, or the no communication that you have with them. You actually show them how things are going to be with you. And so if they're not with you or not speaking to you, that is because it is out of your own self-respect. And so you're showing them by your actions that you're not going to put up with any BS, and that if they do come back, they better show you that they've changed. That's the only way they're getting another chance. And this person knows this, so they take you seriously. They're not going to come back and waste your time. And I really like that for you guys. That means that they're not going to come back and screw around with you. They know they can't. And with the Three of Wands. Yeah, again, you're the one that got away. You're the one that there's this possibility in the future of what could be. That's the Three of Wands to me. We're kind of looking out into the distance, and we're wondering whether or not someone's ever going to return, or something is going to come back, or if we're going to have a second chance. Yeah, so you're the one that slipped away from this individual, and they wonder what life would be like if you guys came together and had another chance. So they're kind of in this, I don't want to say they're in limbo, but they always wonder about you. So if you've lost touch with this person, they definitely wonder about what you're doing, maybe who you're with, what things would be like if you guys ever reconciled. All right, see what else? Oh, we have Snowman. Oh my gosh, someone returns. Okay, so a second chance and someone returns? Yeah. Okay, so how did meeting you impact them at the time? I feel like they didn't think that it was over forever between the two of you. They felt like maybe it was just some sort of a temporary hold. They had every intention of trying to come back. Now, I don't know, maybe you blocked this first person from coming back. Maybe a lot's happened since then. So it almost feels like, it's been so long. But I do feel like they did plan on returning to you. But something I feel got in the way. Something may have happened here that created a major divide or block. This person did want you back, though, is what I'm seeing here. So how meeting you impacted them, they weren't ready. Something happened, but they wanted to come back, and they had every intention of coming back, but something got in the way. Interesting. Your vibration lifts me higher. Divine. That's beautiful. So yeah, so you can see that angel there. They see you as some sort of a divine being, divine presence. Your connection whenever you guys were together was very divine. I feel like you've impacted them in a very positive way. Your vibration actually inspires them to want to be a better person. So they see you as somebody that they like aim for, like you're a star. They aim for the stars. They see you in a higher perspective now. Maybe they couldn't before or didn't before, but I feel like now with your actions and what you've done and how you've improved your life and how you've worked on yourself, I just feel like that is causing this individual to take a second look at you and go, you know what? I screwed up. So you've impacted this person in a very positive way by taking care of you and not settling for this treatment or their crumbs. So that's amazing. And we have the Eight of Wands. Okay. I feel like you guys either moved away from this person or you distanced yourself. And because you did this has actually created a lot of positive shifts with the way that they view you and see you now. Okay? So you let them go. Like either they said they needed space and you let them go. You let them go. Okay? You didn't chase this person. And if you did, you called them or whatever, you sent a text, you never heard anything back. I feel like this was not a long drawn out process. You eventually got it and you stopped and you just moved on with your life. This is the best thing that you could have possibly done. You kind of let go and you said, you know what? If this is meant to be, this person will return to my life. And I just feel like that is actually allowed this individual to do what they needed to do, figure out who they were, do the healing that they needed to do. And it's not like you got to take them back now just because they could possibly be ready or change. It just means that you didn't hang on to the situation. You moved on with your life, and it impacted this person in actually a very positive way. They're not looking at you as a fool. They're not looking at you and being repelled by you now. They're actually looking at you as a very attractive individual who isn't sitting around crying over them. So that's a positive thing. And we have social gathering, okay? You could have impacted this person, like they could have seen you. They could see you on social media. I'm getting that, but not everybody has social media, so ignore that message if it's not yours. But you impact this person in a way where they see you on social media, or they've seen you in some sort of social gathering, or they see you being social, or they just know that you're moving forward with your life. Now, I also feel like they want to gather with you once again and socialize with you once again. Again, we have waves. Go with the flow and trust in our divine plan. So you actually hit this person in waves. So it's not like every single day they wake up and they're like thinking about you and missing you, but it does come in waves where sometimes it's really intense and other times they're busy with stuff. But yeah, when it comes in like a freaking wave, and it's just like, whoa. And it does cause this person to basically want to reach out to you. So how you've impacted them, because you're not chasing them, because you're just living your life and moving forward, it's actually impacting this person in a very significant way, very intense way, actually. Oh, we have the Two of Swords. This person's hung up on you. This person's in their head about you. How you impact them is you confuse them. You keep them on their toes. You're a mystery to them. And also what you do is you force them to go within. You force them to take a look at themselves. And I actually got that already. You do impact this person in a positive way to kind of look at themselves instead of looking at, at other things or other people or even you, and maybe placing some sort of a, excuse or blame on other things. You force them to have to go within themselves because maybe they have burned everybody out, including you. And so at the end of the day, this person is left by themselves and they have nothing to look at but themselves. So you actually leave this person alone. And maybe once everybody is gone and they're laying in bed by themselves, they think about this connection. They think about the impact that you've made on their life, and they think about what could have been with you. So that's how you've impacted this person's life. Wow. All right. Now let's go into, what did this person represent for you? Okay. What did this person represent for you, the viewer? Let's look at this. Let's go into my cosmic contracts, the ties that bind oracle. How does this person what does this person, or what did they represent for you? We have haunted. Wow. I will help you uncover your trauma. So this has not been an easy connection for you guys at all. A lot of things that maybe you tried to suppress came back, but there's something about trauma. Does this mean that this is only a trauma bond? No, it just means that there's something in you, some sort of trauma, unresolved trauma that you have, that this person drudges up for you. Okay, so let's just say you're the kind of individual that's attracted to emotionally unavailable people. Maybe that was a parent. Maybe you're recreating it. Maybe there was something unemotionally unavailable about this person that really was exciting to you. So this could also be, it's helping you to uncover your trauma in that department, helping you to heal that, realizing that you don't want crumbs. You actually want the whole thing, and that you deserve the whole thing. But this person at the time did represent crumbs for you, and that could be a part of your trauma. There could be other things too, but that's just what I'm getting mostly. All right, this is my Divine Feminine Healing Oracle. Let's see what else. Oh, yep, we have standards. I will not downplay my needs for anyone. Whoa, that's the lesson right there, you guys. You did downplay your needs for this person. They weren't giving you enough, but yet you accepted it. You wanted something else, but yet you settled for something. You settled for crumbs. And I feel like this person was the perfect individual to give you these crumbs. And because of your trauma, maybe you accepted them. You weren't completely honest with yourself either. And it's interesting because that was one of the very first cards here, was talking about all my excuses were just lies. So you made a lot of excuses for this person. You lied to yourself. And in a way, it's like you became a casualty of your own, actions in a way. Very interesting. And it might be that you place a lot of blame on this person, but at the end of the day, it was your unhealed trauma that created most of this pain. This person just triggered it and precipitated it. I don't know if that's the right word, but just like kind of egged it on in order for you to heal this. Okay. Interesting. All right. This is my lurking in the shadows tarot. What else? Oh, star, ray of light. Okay. This is awesome. This person is actually like star-crossed lovers. You came together, destined, interesting. The title that was channeled to me this morning, Destined Encounters. Yes, this is a destined encounter. You were meant to meet this person for this reason, to shine a ray of light on your trauma, to uncover it so you could heal it. It's from the stars. This also tells me here that you and this individual have been in other lifetimes together. So this is not the only lifetime that you have had with this individual. There's definitely a connection between the two of you for sure. Okay, so what else? But the star is all about healing, you guys. It's about healing. And so this is a divine healing that is occurring here for you. What else? Unconventional. I will help you see things differently. This is kind of cool because it could be, remember the Hierophant came through, and the Hierophant is all about conventional situations, marriage, commitment, how you were brought up, how you were raised. A lot of those programs might not even be what we even want, but we're just so used to it because that's what we saw our entire lives, and we were just kind of programmed that way. There's something about maybe this person where they are unconventional. So maybe they don't see things exactly the way that you do. Maybe they're just a different breed. They're just a different type of person. And so what they're doing is they're actually helping you to maybe see things in a different way. It doesn't have to be cookie cutter. It doesn't have to be, happiness or certain things don't have to be exactly the way that you see them. So this individual is helping you to kind of step outside of your box. They're helping you to see life in a whole new way. And so that's not necessarily a bad thing. Maybe to let loose a little, not hold on so tightly. That could be a part of your trauma too. Yeah, interesting. So this right here, the rejection is for my divine protection, unavailable. I did get this already. Being attracted to emotionally unavailable people. This is a trauma, probably stemming from childhood. This person was the perfect, I don't want to say the word specimen, but they were the perfect individual, I guess, to really trigger this trauma in you. Okay, they were emotionally unavailable. At first, I do feel like, yes, there was a lot of chemistry, there was a lot of connection, but as far as like going the distance from the page to the king, it didn't happen. This person stayed the page, or maybe kind of dabbled in the knight's energy, but they never became the king for you. They were not able to go the distance with you emotionally. And it could be because of their own trauma as well. So in a way, you're almost a ray of light to this individual. You're a ray of light to each other, to help each other to grow and to heal. I love that. Okay. So this is how they've impacted you, what they represent for you in this life. We have Countess of Ashes. So the Countess is the Page of Pentacles, tangible offer. So the Page of Pentacles, you guys, this indicates here to me that you, like what this person offers you is not what you're looking for initially when you meet them, but you may have accepted it anyways. And what that is showing you is that you're willing to downplay your needs just to have someone. That's a major trauma and something that needs to be healed. What they're offering you is not actually what you were looking for, but you may have accepted it anyways. So that is an opportunity for you to heal that wound and where it came from and why you're doing that. Okay? So let's go ahead and see what else. I just saw submissive. I am powerless. You gave this person a lot of your power. Instigator, I know how to wind you up. And I told you that's exactly what this person does. They know how to trigger this wound and this trauma for you, so that way you can heal it. So in a way, you guys, if you're hating on this person, despise this person, villainizing this person, I'm getting here, really try not to do that, because in some sort of strange silver lining way, this individual has had a lot to do with your healing. And so sometimes that shift in that mindset and that perception can be very, very healing. Huntress, I love this. They help you to step into your power. I know what I want, and I am no longer afraid to get it, which means I am not going to settle for crumbs ever again. So they've helped you become the huntress. They've helped you to become this, ultimate person of power. They've helped you to own your power, to step into your power, to claim what it is that you want, not be afraid to tell people what you're looking for, how you feel. Good for you, right? Yes, Conqueror. Love this. 6 of Wands. 6 of Embers. You've conquered this. You've conquered this. You came here to conquer this lesson, to conquer your traumas, to no longer allow your traumas or these old programs to run the frickin' show of your life. This person, it's like it ends with this person. This individual helps you to end this cycle. Fantastic. I love this. All right, let's go ahead and get another. Yes, I will create drama and chaos in your life. I will stir it up. I will wind you up. I will stir the pot, and I will get shit rolling. That's who this person is. So this was not meant to ever be an easy connection. It was meant to be very powerful. It was meant to be very enticing and very magical and all that good stuff, but it was not meant to be easy. We have wishes. I trust that what is meant for me will show up at the right moments in life. And I already got this message. You have finally gotten to a point, or you will get to a point, where you realize that if this person is meant to be in your life again, that they will show up at the right time. You're not going to chase this. You're not going to put your life on hold waiting for this. You're just going to trust in the divine plan, okay? That what is meant for you will show up when it is meant to. And I feel like that energy is what is actually driving this person back to you, is because you have let them go, because you're not hanging on. You might think about them, yes, and you might hold them in a special place in your heart, but it's not ruling your entire life. Wow. Look at this, you guys. Lovers fusion. I feel like you guys are both co-creating, and it's because of your memory together, and it's because of the time that you spent together and the impact that you guys have made on each other's lives. You guys are actually influencing and inspiring each other to be the best versions of yourself. So I really feel like this is a divine love connection and contract. You guys come together to conquer things, maybe individually. Perhaps at a later date, you'll come together, fusion, come together, and really conquer a lot of things together as a power couple, possibly. So that is what we have for what did this person represent for you. So we're going to now go into the extended version. So if you guys want to go deeper with me into this soul contract, let's take a look at what soul themes are currently playing out for growth, healing, and ascension for the both of you now, currently, because this was past. And then we're going to take a look at you versus them. Where are you at currently when it comes to this connection? So this is going to be like how you guys see each other and feel about each other now, and just to see, are you guys on the same page? Also, what information is this person holding back from you that they need you to know right now? And last, is it possible that there can be a future with this person moving forward in this lifetime? So if you guys are interested, please visit that link down below in the description box. And thank you guys so much for choosing to watch this reading. Take care. Bye-bye.